Glory to Ukraine, glory to brave Ukrainian army. Ukraine stands, Ukrainian soldiers, Ukrainian people are fighting against the enemy, against Russia. Terrorist state, we will definitely win. I want to proceed with my videos and with my garden and with videos from my garden, from my peony garden, because roses, they are still on their way. They are sorting, especially old roses ones, but peonies, they are gorgeous. They are amazing. They are so highly beautiful that I want to share them daily with you, but unfortunately, I don't have enough time to film the videos in English and in Ukrainian because I have a Ukrainian YouTube channel. And yeah, I try to show you this beauty often, and I will proceed to do this because this is definitely worth to see all these flowers, all these varieties, and this amazing, as I have mentioned, yeah, varieties, peonies, and these flowers. I love peonies, and as you can imagine from these videos, because I have a lot of them, of course, not so many as roses. I have roses 10 times as peonies, preliminary or approximately, not preliminary, but approximately, sorry. But still, they are a big, my big love. They are a big part of my garden. They comprise a pretty big part of my garden, and they are more and more nicer and gorgeous from year to year because the older they are, the older the bush is, the nicer, beautiful, and generous, of course, more generous they are. On the foreground, this is Ukrainian bread, and I have also forget, and you forgot to take a look to check in the translator how it is called in English. In Ukraine, it will be Chornomorska chayka, and it is transformed already, and not so many yellow color is lightning from inside the flower, and now the most part of the flower is white. Maybe a little creamy white, but mostly it is white. But let's go back to this beauty, which was at the beginning of the video, and this is on the top of the screen. This is Hercules, and this is also Ukrainian bread. Variety bred in Kyiv Botanical Garden by our breeder Pan or Mr. Horobets. And you can compare, you can see distinctly how not so maybe not so logical not so logical combination of two peonies, two varieties could end, right? Could be if you will not encounter all the characteristics of peonies and will not think beforehand you plant them. And this is my mistake, that I have planted this pinky one, or directly pink. This is Lady Anna peony, and it is, I would say, middle sized flower. But compare to the Hercules flower, Hercules variety, it looks like it is not small, but looks like it is tiny, and it is not peony, but some very, very simple flower, maybe annual or perennial, but still not peony. Because if I have planted this Lady Anna closer to the, for example, Etched Salmon or Lorelei or even Bartzella, uh, the difference in size, it still would not so huge as now difference between this one Lady Anna and Hercules. So for you to think, because maybe you are planning some varieties, or you are planning your new garden, part of your garden, to broaden it. So this is example of not very good planning, not very good combination of hugely flowered variety with even middle size variety. But of course, Hercules itself, it's amazing. It's enormously big. It's not huge, it's enormously big. And it maybe takes three, my handful, I expect. And flowers are in parallel with their big size, they are long lasting. They are already on the bush for the week, and I think they will be a little longer. And we have pretty windy days. We don't have showers, luckily, but we have windy days, and they are still all the petals still on the flowers. Flowers are blooming. They are showing their beauty, their amazingness, and of course, they look very, yeah, very neat still. They are fragrant, these flowers, this variety, and Lady Anna as well. It is also fragrant, this peony. And yeah, now you distinctly see this variety characteristics and how it is composed, how flower is built, how flower is composed, and how it looks during its first days of opening. When this Hercules variety, when this bush of Hercules, it was a little smaller, they look pretty nice together. But now the difference is huge and very evident, and it's not, yeah, they are not doing well. Hercules doing well, or does well, but this one, it is lost in these huge yeah, flowers of Hercules, and I need to maybe think to replant it. I will see. I have still place where to replant it, and I will see about this. I have bought this variety because of its middle, this small or tiny petals, a lot of them, and its form, how it is shown, how it's blooming. It was interesting on the pictures, and it is interesting in reality how it was in pictures. The same it is in reality in my card. But let's move to next varieties because I have pretty many of them and want to show all of them or almost all of them. Etched Salmon, as I have also shown previously, it's very, it is in the process of blooming. It's already almost for a week, maybe 5 days definitely, maybe even a week. And it is still amazing. And comparing to this uh, maybe later flowers which were opened or still opening now, right, or during the near days, latest days, this was the first one, and it has changed its color. It's much more lighter, not drastically lighter, but still pretty lighter comparing to this one which are still in the process of opening, and they are more intensely salmony pink. Even if this one flower, it is pretty lighter, but still this lightning or this lighter color, it is still very, how to name it, very harmonically looking, and this lightning, this process of becoming more and more lighter, it is very harmonical, and it still this color, it is still very attractive, it is still very nice, and it is not ugly, I would say. As of my taste, of course, it has fragrance, but not so intense as Hercules, and not so sweet as Hercules, but still very pleasant as of mine. You can see form of the flower. It will be pretty compact. It will be pretty globular, but not so. After it is opened for the completely opened, here this is its final state of the opening. It's not so globular as in the middle of the opening or at the beginning of the opening. And of course, this variety, it fits for different floristic aims, perfectly fits because of its form. And even as I have mentioned, when it is completely opened, it's still very floristic, very attractive, and could be served in vase or in buckets, etc. Left from the Etched Salmon, it is Ukrainian bread selection, also pearls one, and it is very fragrant, and it is much more attractive while it is only started, or while it only starts to bloom. At the early stages of its blooming, it's much more attractive than now, because now I must say it's pretty simple maybe, but we could not say, or I could not say that peonies, these flowers are very simple. No, they are still very impressive, very amazing. Maybe someone would prefer roses more than peonies. I also thought the same about myself, but now when I have a lot of varieties, different varieties of peonies, I see that they are also very diversified, very they could be very different one from another. So yeah, very good. I would say my position is very good because it takes three flowers. Because the right one, this is also flower, perennial, without any issues, without any problems. You have planted it once, and it will be growing, and it will be self-seeding. A very nice flower, and two beauties, two peonies. Here we have Lorelei peony, and it is not doing so amazingly well as previous ones, but still it is showing, it is demonstrating different shades of its color, and I hope that for the next year it will not be, there will not be, the next spring will not be so cold, so frosty, so snowy, and my peonies, especially this one variety, they will show their best and much more greater than this year, current year. Let's go further, and I will show you my next peony parts, or part of peonies, because there are still many to show, and many of them I know their names. I know the names of those varieties. Let's go from this perspective. So here, or maybe no, maybe I will go around here. This one is without name. It has name, but I have lost it. Yeah, let's start from Bartzella. Bartzella. This is Ito hybrid, and I have also demonstrated it already, and it is amazing, it's wonderful, and it's very interesting as for peonies. And because of it, because of this beauty, because of this bush, I want more yellow peonies, but I am not sure whether such deeply yellow or such intensely yellow peonies exists, except this one variety. I am in process of searching, in process of thinking, so I have time to think, and maybe I will find something more. There are some more beauties with lost names, so this one is also very interesting, very amazing, with huge flower, and I think this flower will be very close to the Hercules in its size. We'll see. It's also very slowly opening, very slowly opening, and it has the petals, the structure. It is very, it's like silk or some very maybe expensive fabric like silk. Very interesting, very you like, or I like, not to only look at it, see it, smell it, but I also like to touch it, and to feel this beauty of touching, and to receive these feelings, how it's tenderly touched, and how these petals are, how they are amazing. Very interesting one. Um, I am not sure whether this is only my desires to touch flowers like this, but maybe you also have, from time to time, you want to touch your flowers, your roses, your peonies, other plants, and you feel a special desire to touch them, and you feel a special feelings after touching them. Please share with me if you also in this maybe group of flowers to touch flowers. Yeah, I would be, of course, I would be grateful if I have found the name of this beauty, but as of now, I don't know it. Here another one. This is Raspberry Sundae, and I will, yeah, my camera copes good with this. It transfers its color very precisely, and you see how tender pink it is. This color is, and it instead of being opening, it started to being closed, because we have very cloudy weather today, pretty chilly weather as for this time of summer here in Ukraine because we have maybe 15 or 16 degrees Celsius, and this is pretty cold, I would say, for such date, for such, yeah, June date. And these flowers, they are also maybe want to have more heat or more warm, more sunny weather, but we could not provide this to them, so they have started to close instead of open, because in the morning I have seen this yellowy middle, in the middle of the flower I see this yellowy, pink yellowy or bartley yellowy layer, and at the bottom, at the top of the flower, it is pink one, very tender pink, very soft pink, and now it is more closed than it was opened in the early morning. But I think some days in future it will open and I could demonstrate it to you. Very nice variety, very interesting one, and also very fragrant one. Not maybe strongly fragrant, but pretty noticeably fragrant. A lot of beauties, names of which I have lost. This one as well, but there are still beauties, peony beauties with names, so please bear with me, not switch off. One more beauty, Nippon Beauty. It was also opened a couple of hours ago. I have gone. I was walking through my peonies, through my peony garden, and I have seen that it was completely open, and now it is completely closed. Although this is only afternoon, early afternoon, not even close to the evening, not yet. And more beauties. Let's go to some other beauties. Also, I have lost the name, but I have not lost the name of this one. This is Angel Chicks, one of the amazing varieties, and one of the varieties of peonies with very interesting fragrance. I have smelled it, and I am fond of this fragrance. It's very interesting. It's some citrus one, some lemony one, very nice and unusual for peonies, because as I have mentioned, I have more than 20 of them, and the fragrance of this one, Angel Chicks, it differs from others, and I love this type of fragrance in peony. And it will be also changing, the form of flower will be changing, will be transforming, and now it is pretty tight, I would say, but it will be opened more and more and more. The flower will become bigger and bigger and bigger, wider, etc. And I will try also to film this and to show this, or at least to see this by myself. A very tender pink, light pink, and most of the flower is creamy white, but still very interesting. This name is lost also, but this is not. This is white cap peony, and I think it's familiar to you. It's popular here in Ukraine, and I think because it was bred in maybe USA, but abroad, definitely abroad. So it's familiar to abroad or foreign listeners of mine. Very interesting form, and very interesting inside petals. So they are looks like they are white, but no, they have this pink stripes, deep pink stripes or lighter pink stripes through all the area of this inside petals, and it looks very interesting. And outer petals, outer side of the petals, it's also striped a little, and it is also very it makes very nice picture and very nice looking flowers. They are also closed, almost closed, not this one, not this one of course, but these two, they were more opened in the morning than now in the afternoon, in the early afternoon. Yeah, let's go further and we'll see. Maybe I will show you some general picture. Yeah, there is already one rose on the background, Jacques Cartier, old rose, and it started. It has a bunch of flowers already opened. They are very intensively fragrant. And they were also influenced by this cold spring, and some of them are partially destroyed flowers, I mean, but in general bush will be generous and will be very nice looking or showing. More beauties, more beauties. Two of them I have lost the name, but Bartzella, yellow one. This is Ito hybrid, as I have mentioned previously. It is this name. I have not lost it. And you can see how to combine, yeah, possible variant of combination of peonies and roses. Of course, you can combine roses of the same color as well. And you see how it looks while combining such colors, while combining different types of flowers, different sizes of flowers, different types of maybe families of peonies, etc. So yeah, it could be maybe useful also for comparing and for trying to combine while planning new plants and new areas for flowers for the new season. Yeah, such a beauty, such a beauty. I wish you would see more and more gardens here from our gardeners, more and more photos, more and more videos from our gardeners, from our beautiful peony gardens, beautiful rose gardens. But unfortunately, a lot of them have been destroyed by Russian terrorists, by that occupiers, by barbarians. The whole cities were destroyed. City Bakhmut, I think it's this name is familiar to you. I have a lot of roses from that city, from the households which were in that city, Bakhmut, and how many owners of households also either they disappeared or they were kidnapped or they were killed by Russians while participating in this war, of course, on the side of Ukraine and trying to defend our land, our country, our right to be free, of course, and to be independent nation, independent and separate country. Yeah, a lot of beauties, a lot of gardens, a lot of households, a lot of cities were destroyed, a lot of innocent kids, women, people were killed, were raped, were kidnapped, and especially kids. We care about our kids, and different organizations which help to find and to trying to return our kids back. They have some financial troubles because of this new U.S. administration. And I have mentioned that some of the organization, the U.S. This administration, Trump one, they have stopped financing right of that organization which looks after the kids who were kidnapped by Russia, and it's not good. It's not good that the biggest democracy in the world started to be to show such things and such doings as they show, that they don't care about children and they don't care about democracy, but they care about such terrorists as Russia is. Coral one, coral peony, and as you can see, who saw my previous video, and there was also this bush, this coral variety, and how it was more intensely colored, and now it is pretty lighter, much more lighter, and almost all flowers already not so coral, but they are maybe light peachy, creamy, or light apricot creamy, something like that. And they are close to their bloom, to their season, or to the blooming in this season, and soon they all will lose their petals, and I will apply some nutrition to them, some natural nutrition, and they will be growing for the next season to bring new joy to me, myself, and the watchers of my video, the listeners of my video. And I will finish my demonstration of my beauties of my peonies, and would say thank to you, thank for any help, any assistance, any information you share about war. In any way you help us to win, you help us to fight against enemy, who came to our land, to our legitimate land. And yeah, we will win. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. To the next video, and bye.